Hi, this is Lucky Smith, and today is April 21st of 2012. I am here reporting for Sarver News, and I'm here with
CezATheILlest.
CezATheILlest. So, all right, explain the name for us.
Well, basically the name comes from, actually my name is Sion, but the name comes from basically Sion elevating from Z to A, meaning nothing to something. Like, basically I got the name rapping in high school and just like coming up with some sick rhymes. And basically they called me Ceza at first, and that's basically what I had called myself. Like, yo, I'm Ceza, you know. And then the illest came in from my boys. He was just like, yo, you got some ill rhymes. Like, yo, this CezATheILlest. Cause like, I got Ceza the Emperor, Rome, and all this other shit. You know, this CezATheILlest right here.
So you might be the Caesar of rap industry then?
Exactly. And you know, I kind of look at it as also, if you ever look at Planet of the Apes, you know, like Caesar, he basically took everything over. You know, like he pretty much was like the first to get it popping. So that's how I feel. You know, like in the rap game is. I'm about to, you know, I'm going to change this thing. And I got a few MCs with me, a few MCs on board. And, you know, our styles are different. You know, we're talking about different things, not everything that, you know, that your everyday rapper will talk about.
Like what, for instance?
Well, basically, like, I'll take things, basically, like, my mixtape's called The Money, you know, and a lot of people listen to it and probably think that, oh, it's all about money and being flashy and stuff. But if you actually listen to what I'm talking about, I'm actually talking about how money can change your life, how money can ruin your life, you know, how money can help your life. It's all based on what you do with that money, how smart you are, investing in the right things, you know, doing the right things, budgeting right. But it's all basically, you know, come down to it. It's all about money in our lives. But at the same time, it's not all about money. You know, it's just that it's one of those things that you do need in order to get to, you know, the place in, you know, get your goals, get to the place in life where you want to be, and that's what I truly believe.
And where do you want to go? I mean, if you're not a rapper that's driven to be, you know, having millions, if your goal is not to be rich, what is your goal?
Oh, well, I mean, my goal is to be rich, but rich in a different way, because, you know, if I have, for instance, if I have millions or whatever, I'm not going to be, you know, that rapper that's, I have millions and, you know, everybody else don't. Like, basically, I'm trying to build communities, and when I mean build communities, I really mean build communities. Like, you know, I'm trying to literally put my money into communities and build them up, just like how to build Beverly Hills or Hollywood or anything like that. You know, it's just the people coming together and putting money in, basically, like, you know, going back to the projects, going back to the hoods, and building them up, you know, getting everybody to invest their money into better things than just whatever the hell they're doing, but getting everybody to get together, make their own businesses. You know, I don't know if you ever heard of Black Wall Street back in like the 1930s, but basically, you know, it's something similar to that. And
what's Black Wall Street?
Basically, it was an establishment of a bunch of black businesses in Oklahoma, which is why I wear an Oklahoma belt. People think I'm from Oklahoma, but I'm not. You know, but it's basically like it was an establishment of black businesses, and everybody had, you know, they had dentists, doctors, everything, and everybody in the community basically paid each other. So instead of going out and spending your money somewhere else, you would just spend it in your own community, and that way you build up your own community. Then you have other people who come traveling through, they'll spend money there also, you know. So it's like they were making double the money, but it got burnt down tragically. So that's basically what I'm about.
People helping each other.
Exactly. Basically.
So you're not a typical rapper. I mean, you don't even introduce yourself as a rapper. Why is that? Like, do you try and break away from the stereotype of rappers? I mean, you are breaking away from it. You're not like anybody else.
Basically, I do try to break away from that stereotype, because, you know, a lot of people either, you know, consider a rapper like a thug or a gangster, but I mean, if you look at how rap developed, it was also based on making people feel good, you know. When you have, you know, Clive Campbell, you know, when you have him on the turn, you know, he go DJ Kool Herc. For y'all that don't know that, and you're rappers, you shouldn't even be rapping if you don't know who DJ Kool Herc is. But basically, you know, like Kool Herc.
Alright, you done clowning yet? Okay, good. It's alright though. It's alright, because you got a lot of wannabes out there, you know.
Yeah, you know. So it's like, that's just how I feel. You know, a lot of people don't know the history of hip hop, but they want to call themselves a rapper, and that's like, you know, getting into the NBA and not knowing, you know, you know, who Larry Bird is or Magic Johnson is. You know, it's or Magic or Magic. Yeah, it's an insult. You know, you should know the history of what you're getting yourself into. But
well, the root
of where it came from. I mean,
the root where it came from is poetry.
Yeah.
I'm a poet, so I know it. No, sorry. All right, I'm not going to start flowing. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
It's all good, but that's just how I feel. I'm not your typical everyday, you know, dude that's just like, you know, just hustling, just trying to make money, and it, you know, everybody's trying to make money, but it's not just about money for me. It's about informing people what they can do with the power that they have in the, you know, in America as American citizens. You know, like I said, you know, I used to be a Marine. Well, I'm still a Marine, I guess you could say, former Marine, whatever. But basically, like, me just going through, you know, I was in Iraq, Afghanistan, all that. Me going through that.
And how many tours have you done in Iraq? How many years did you spend out there?
Well, I spent about like 36 months overseas.
You were deployed how many times?
In Iraq and well, I was deployed twice to Iraq and Afghanistan. So I got to see both. I got to see, like, they're like the same lifestyles though. But I mean, just seeing that, like the freedom that we have in America. You know, the amount of money that we have, even people on like minimum wage, Section 8, they can still, you know, if they all got together with the people in their communities, they can build those communities up. Even with that money, that's still more money than what people are making, like, you know, broke in the Middle East. So that's just.
And what do you like as an artist? And you've been through a lot. I mean, obviously, you're very educated. You dress well. I mean, you break the mold of what when you say rapper, people have this impression in their head. Oh God! And do you hate that? I mean, what is the main stereotypes that you hate about rappers, or what's the thing that you find that is just like, no, can you guys stop doing that because it's making the rest of us look bad?
Well, a lot of things I would say is, I mean, a lot of rappers, I guess you could say where they come from is what they represent, you know, and I understand that, but what I don't understand is hip hop. If hip hop's a community, then you come from hip hop. You know, we all come from the same place. Then, basically, like when you have people that, you know, I guess for instance, you have some rappers that, I guess they're imposters, as I would call it. Like they talk about things that aren't really them, or they really haven't experienced, they haven't been through. I guess that's the biggest stereotype, because that makes basically these dudes come in the game and they feel like they gotta rap about what America wants them to hear and not who they are. And basically because of that, you know, because of being fake, I would call it, because of not being yourself, that makes everybody feel like, oh, if you're a rapper, you gotta talk about this, you gotta do that.
We're talking about gangbanging, but they never gangbang. Like, I hate that. That's my biggest pet peeve. Like, don't talk about a set when you never been in the hood.
Yeah, you don't have to. That's the thing. Like, you know, I don't bang, you know, but you know, I've been in hoods, I've been in ghettos, projects, all of that. But I don't bang though.
Proud of, so, you know what I mean, or ashamed of, but at the same time, it's like.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. If you ain't bang, you ain't bang. Nobody's expecting you to bang.
Yeah.
Just because you're a rapper, you know, and I guess that's a stereotype. If you're a rapper, you got to be a gangbanger, but.
Or a drug dealer, or I mean,
yeah.
I mean, and then you have like some of these kids that would like buy lyrics and try to portray themselves to be something that
buy
they're
lyrics.
not. Have you heard about that?
Buy lyrics?
Yeah, I ghostwritten before.
Hey, I'm about to start selling some. If y'all want to buy, hit me up, facebook.com/CezATheIllest. But I'll write your life if you want, because I ain't gonna write. Well, I guess it will be fake if you say it, but whatever. I mean.
So okay, we have that. Well, sir, I understand that you're going to school as well.
Yeah.
It's like you're going to the production side of it, so you understand both sides of those worlds, right?
Well, basically, like, I mean, I've been engineering since I was like 15, because I had nobody to engineer for me, so I engineered myself, basically using like Cool Edit Pro and a stage mic, and I just recorded me and my boys at the time, you know. This was in Florida, you know, this was in Fort Lauderdale, and you know, I just recorded at my parents' house or whatever, and we did that. So I've been using like DAWs, as we call them, you know, and and I've been using all that, all that digital audio work. That's what the DAW is, digital audio workstation. But I've been using all that since like I was 15. So basically, I have an understanding of it. So I was like, well, my joint sounds hot when I'm mixing, so I might as well go to school for it and basically get more knowledge on how to do this thing, And I like engineering. It's fun. And
but your passion is performing?
Yeah, my passion is basically, like just performing, just getting the information that I have stored up out to the people. And some people might not want to hear it, but that's why I have kind of something for everybody. That's actually why I made the money, just really to introduce myself as I'm just like everybody else.
And this isn't your first CD. How many CDs do you have out?
That's my 4th mixtape now, actually. I got 3 with the group Ill District Nation. That's my group really, and we represent. So I got 3 with them. We did a mixtape in Afghanistan actually called Afghan Kush. That's on DatPiff also. Download that today. We got Super Villains. Oh no, we got a mixtape Beat Jackets Volume 1 Super Villains. Download that on DatPiff also, and then we got Ill District West. Kind of representing for the West. Since we was over here. We made all 3 mixtapes over here. Then I went ahead and dropped the money. I got another mixtape coming out. It's gonna be called The Life. My boy Scoop's dropping a mixtape, The Untouchables. My boy Jerry, he just dropped his first album, Tag the World. Get that on iTunes. So we doing things, like as far as our camp. So just look out for us,
And you have a music video coming out too.
Yeah, we got a few music videos coming out. The first one is gonna drop. It's gonna call "What You Doing," off the the track of the mixtape called "What You Doing," basically about what y'all doing in your with your life. Basically, that's what it's all about. That's gonna drop hopefully end of this week. I'm just waiting for we had like some technical difficulties with the editing and everything, but that should go through and that should be done by the end of this week, and then we can get that up for you so y'all people can see that and see what we doing.
And let people know where they can find you at.
Definitely
Twitter,
definitely tweet me, on Twitter at CezATheILlest, Facebook.com/CezATheILlest, ReverbNation.com/CezATheILlest, SoundCloud.com/CezATheILlest.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
YouTube.com/CezATheILlest.
Okay, that's good though. No, I want to
it's all CezATheILlest. So just put CezATheILlest in on Google, you find me, wherever,
And your show. Tell us what your show is coming up too.
Yeah, we got some shows coming up in the next few weeks. We're just gonna be grinding out here in LA, the LA area, So basically, put it on Facebook.com. It'll be announced. So
is it gonna be you solo or is it with your group?
Probably like a couple songs with me solo, then a couple with my group. We're just doing it, we're just trying to do this thing and get everybody out there, get everybody known. So
can you drop some names of venues you've already performed at in LA? Because you've only been out here for what, 2 years, right?
Nah, about a year.
A year. So just drop some venues that you performed at. I know this boy's always working.
Yeah, I'm trying
You're
to
like,
names.
literally, in a month, you can literally get 61 different events from this guy. Like, he's constantly always working. That's pretty much why I'm interviewing now. He's the next big thing in hip-hop.
For real, we're doing this thing. I performed in a lot of places. I can't even remember half the names, to tell you the truth. We even performed in San Diego. But we get all that info to you, basically it's going to be a lot of venues. It's going to be a lot of things coming up, a lot of videos, a lot of music, and, just a lot of performances. So we put it all up. We'll get it all up. So hit me up on Facebook, ConB, CezATheILlest. So.
You're just so shy, but he plays it down a little bit. But yeah, people, let's talk about you're educated, you're well-rounded. So what's next? What don't you know how to do? Honestly, because you can pretty much connect with anyone at any level.
Well, basically,
I've seen you at parties, and it doesn't matter what the venue or the crowd is, you can relate to somebody. You have this diverse personality.
Well, I guess that comes from, my parents are from Trinidad, so just my parents are immigrants basically, so me growing up in New York and just in America period, I grew up around a lot of different people, a lot of different cultures, growing up in East Harlem, there's a lot of Spanish people, so I got along with them. You know, a lot of Jamaicans, Trinidadians. You know, I just grew up around a lot of different cultures, and I understand a lot of different people and how they live. And you know, everybody has their own way of living or their own way of doing things. So I understand that. You know, so I guess I put that in, you know, in the perspective when I meet people. But you know, that's really where I get that from. I guess just how I grew up. It's just it was like natural for me, secondhand nature.
And since you have a following, do you have a message for your fans?
Yeah, definitely. You know, keep listening to music. Definitely gonna be pushing out more there. You know, yo, help promote the joint. Yo, if you want to get down the street team, hit me up on Facebook.com, CezATheILlest. You know, like me on Twitter. You know, follow me on Twitter. Do whatever. Follow Scoop D. Follow Tag. You know, all these cats. You see them all on my Facebook. You know, when you do contact me. So just hit me up. Just keep. You know, we gonna keep dropping music for you to like if you liking it. And you know, that's basically our mission.
And do you have a message for anyone who's an aspiring rapper?
I mean, yo, just keep doing your thing, keep grinding. Yo, just bring the real, don't bring no fakeness, because you're going to get exposed eventually, you know, like
lies.
Yeah, I mean, don't be lying about things, you know, people going to know, so, and they're not going to like it, but I mean, just do you, you know, like, yo, even if you hunt for a living, you want to be a rapper, yo, rap about that, you know, yo, hip-hop is really about, you know, you talking about your experiences, you know, poetically, but I guess, you know, these days it's a little different, but that's really where it comes from, you know, talking about your experiences poetically and how you wish things would be, you know, but, you know, just keep doing your thing, keep grinding, get your music out there, get videos out there, do what you got to do. You got to invest in yourself, put your own money in there on the start, you know, and, you know, try to get to them labels, or if you want to do it independently, just try to push it as hard as you can.
And production side, let people know what you're able to do too, in case if anybody needs anything mastered or whatever. Let's let that. It is what it is. We're in LA, but we're actually on Sunset though.
We're not even in the hood. But basically, what I would say, I could do anything with sound. Like, I'm a sound engineer. I can do anything basically.
You are for hire.
I am for hire. I will engineer your tracks for you. Just hit me up. I work within your budget, within your price range. But you know, just I could do anything. You know, like listen to my tracks, mixing, mastering, tracking,
composing. I know that you composed a song for me. Thank you. And rapped.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can make a few beats.
Or drop a few verses.
Yeah, I could drop some verses. Like I said, I'll ghostwrite, but I mean, if you rapping, man, yo, that's another thing, though, man. Get your own lyrics. You know, get your own lyrics, yo.
Thank you for saying that, because there's too many people out there that try to buy some shit, and then for a minute when you need money as a writer, you know what I mean? Whatever, but then at the same time when you hear it and you're seeing him perform it, it's like, that ain't even you, bitch. Yeah. But then you can't even see anything because you have a motherfucking contract, so you're like, I don't want to get sued, so I'm just not gonna do this shit anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. So basically, like, just yeah, man, don't bite. don't be fake. You know, write your own lyrics, yo, because
learn how to write.
How you gonna rap if you ain't writing your own shit? You know, you're not even a rapper if you can't write your own lyrics. You know, you can't freestyle either. Don't be rapping.
Thank you. All right, this is Lucky Smith, and I'm signing off.